Welcome to the channel. Now, let me ask you something. Are you tired of looking at the same numbers on your bench press, squats, or deadlift week after week? You're putting in the work, you're hitting the gym consistently, but the scale isn't budging, and those personal records seem light years away. Well, you're not alone. 95% of people experience this frustrating plateau at some point in their fitness journey. But the good news is, I'm here to help you break through it. In today's video, we're going to expose the most common strength training mistakes that are holding you back. More importantly, we'll show you exactly how to fix them so you can start seeing real results. So, if you're ready to unlock your true strength potential, keep watching. Alright guys, let's talk about training to failure. Now, there's a time and a place for pushing your limits, but if you're doing it on every single set, every single workout, you're actually doing more harm than good. You see, when you constantly train to failure, you're putting a tremendous amount of stress on your central nervous system. And while that might sound like a good thing, over time that can lead to burnout, fatigue, and even increase your risk of injury. Not to mention, constantly grinding out those last reps can compromise your form, setting you up for, you guessed it, injuries down the road. Instead of chasing failure every set, focus on leaving a rep or two in the tank. This way you can maintain better control over the weight, improve your form, and make sure you're still stimulating those muscles for growth without completely frying your nervous system. Remember, training is about consistency. You want to be able to hit the gym week after week, year after year without setbacks. So be smart about your training intensity, and don't be afraid to dial it back a notch to prioritize long-term gains over short-term ego boosts. You know, we spend so much time talking about what we do in the gym, but what about what happens outside the gym? That's right, I'm talking about recovery. It's not the sexiest topic, I know, but trust me, it's just as important as your actual workouts. When you train, you're essentially breaking down your muscle tissue, and it's during those crucial recovery periods that your body rebuilds those muscles, making them bigger and stronger. Think of it like this. You can't build a house without giving the foundation time to dry. So, how do you actually optimize your recovery? Well, first off, prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. That's when your body releases those muscle-building hormones. Next up, nutrition. You gotta fuel your body with the right nutrients to support muscle repair and growth. That means adequate protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs. And finally, don't underestimate the power of active recovery. Light activities like walking, stretching, or some light cardio can help improve blood flow, reduce muscle soreness, and speed up that recovery process. Remember, gains are made both in and out of the gym. Chapter 3. Now, don't get me wrong, accessory exercises have their place in a well-rounded training program. But here's the thing, they shouldn't be stealing the spotlight from your main lifts. Your main lifts, those big compound movements like squats, deadlifts, bench presses, overhead presses, those are the foundation of your strength. They work multiple muscle groups simultaneously, giving you the most bang for your buck. When you prioritize accessory exercises over your main lifts, you're essentially putting the cart before the horse. You're diverting time and energy away from the exercises that are going to give you the most significant strength and muscle gains. So, what should your approach be? Well, treat your main lifts like the main course and your accessory work like the side dishes. Focus on progressing in your compound lifts first and foremost. Then, use accessory exercises strategically to address any weak links or muscle imbalances you might have. Chapter 4. Alright, let's talk about the golden rule of strength training, the one principle that will make or break your progress: progressive overload. It's a simple concept, really. In order to get stronger, you need to consistently challenge your muscles by gradually increasing the demands placed upon them. That means either lifting heavier weights, performing more reps, or increasing your training volume over time. Without progressive overload, your body has no reason to adapt and get stronger. It's like trying to run faster by running the same speed on the treadmill every single time. You're not going to get any faster that way. Now, there are several ways to implement progressive overload. You can simply add more weight to the bar each week, even if it's just a small increment. You can try to squeeze out an extra rep or two with the same weight, or you can increase the number of sets or training days dedicated to a specific muscle group. The key is to find what works best for you and consistently push your boundaries. Chapter 5. Look, I get it. It's tempting to want to lift heavy weights. It's good for the ego, right? But if your form is all over the place, you're not doing yourself any favors. In fact, you're setting yourself up for a one-way ticket to Snap City. Proper form is crucial for maximizing muscle activation, preventing injuries, and ensuring that you're actually targeting the intended muscle groups. When you sacrifice form for weight, you're essentially turning the exercise into a guessing game for your muscles. So how do you know if your form is on point? First and foremost, check your ego at the door. Don't be afraid to start with lighter weights and gradually increase the load as you improve your technique. Next, record your lifts. It's a great way to analyze your form from different angles and identify any areas that might need improvement. And finally, don't hesitate to seek guidance from a qualified personal trainer or coach. They can provide valuable feedback and help you fine-tune your technique. That's it for today, guys. Remember, building strength and breaking through plateaus is a journey, not a race. There's no magic pill or quick fix. It takes time, dedication, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Avoid these common mistakes, prioritize recovery, focus on progressive overload, and master your technique. Trust me, the results will be worth it. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to Gym-Sanity and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Until next time, keep pushing those limits and stay strong.